AI is an incredible tool, right? But using it can feel a little like walking a tightrope. On one side, you've got amazing efficiency. But on the other, there's a huge risk of exposing your company's crown jewels, all that valuable IP and customer data. So in this explainer, we're going to talk about how to get all the benefits without the breach. Let's dive in.
Now, before we get going, just a quick heads up. This is the first explainer in a 10-part series all about protecting your data in AI systems. It's based on a really comprehensive report by Virtualization Options LLC. What you're about to see is meant to be general information, okay? It's just a tiny piece of the full report, and it doesn't come with any warranty. So think of this as your starting point, not as official legal or financial advice.
So why is this topic so incredibly critical? Well, because before you even think about writing a single prompt, you are already navigating a regulatory minefield. And the penalties for taking a wrong step, they're not just some theoretical risk. They are massive, they are expensive, and they can hit your business on a global scale.
Let's start over in Europe with the big one, GDPR. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you get this wrong, you could be looking at a fine of 20 million euros, or 4% of your company's entire global revenue. And they'll charge you whichever number is bigger. Ouch.
Hopping across the pond to the US, the rules are just as tough, especially in the healthcare world. A single violation of HIPAA, that's the law protecting patient data, can cost up to $1.5 million. And get this, that's not a one-time thing. It's per violation category, per year.
And it's a very similar story up in Canada. Under their federal privacy law, which is called PII, just one violation can set your business back $100,000. You can see how quickly these numbers start to add up, right?
It's not just about the national level either. Take a single state like California. With their laws, the CCPA and CPRA, they can fine you $7,500. Now that might not sound like a lot next to millions, but here's the catch. It's per person. So if a breach affects, say, 10,000 people, you're suddenly looking at a $75 million problem.
So when you look at all these rules together, you start to see this complex, overlapping web. If you're a global company, you don't get to just pick and choose which rules to follow. You pretty much have to adopt the absolute strictest standards, like GDPR, for all of your operations, just to make sure you're compliant everywhere.
And look, these aren't just scary numbers on a screen. This is the costly reality that some of the world's biggest companies have had to face. Let's take a look at how a simple search for efficiency ended up causing massive data breaches, starting with a huge tech giant.
So picture this. It's 2023 at Samsung. You've got some engineers who are just trying to work smarter, not harder. They use ChatGPT to help them debug some code. The problem? It was their own proprietary source code, and that code got sucked right into the AI's training data, basically leaking their intellectual property out into the open. As you can imagine, the company had to ban AI chatbots for any sensitive work right after that.
And it's not just about source code. A healthcare organization tried using an AI to summarize patient records, which honestly is a brilliant idea for saving time. But they made one critical mistake. They uploaded raw, unsanitized data. We're talking names, medical details, the whole shebang. That's an instant HIPAA violation, and it kicks off a nightmare of expensive breach notifications and legal trouble.
This next one really shows that nobody is immune to this. A law firm, a place where confidentiality is literally everything, fell into the exact same trap. Attorneys were using an AI assistant to help draft documents, and they fed it confidential client information. That sensitive data got shipped off to external servers, putting that sacred bond of attorney-client privilege at serious risk.
So here's the crucial point. All of these disasters, every single one, happened for the same basic reason. People just didn't understand how their data actually flows through these AI systems. So let's fix that right now. We're going to break down the two main types of AI environments that you're going to run into.
First up is what we call public AI. This is going to cover most of the popular tools you've probably played with, like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Midjourney. The key thing to get here is that you don't control anything. The moment you hit send, your data is flying across the internet to somebody else's servers to be processed.
And that lack of control, that's where the real danger is. Your data could be stored forever. It can be used to train the model, which means, and this is wild, your confidential information could literally pop up in an answer for one of your competitors. Plus, since those servers could be anywhere in the world, you could be breaking international data laws without even knowing it. Talk about a legal nightmare.
Now, the alternative is private AI, where the model runs on your own gear, inside your own walls. This slide really lays out the fundamental trade-off, doesn't it? Public AI is cheap, it's easy, you get access to cutting-edge stuff, but you totally sacrifice control.
Private AI, on the other hand, gives you a fortress for your data. You have complete control, but building that fortress is expensive, and you need some serious expertise to run it.
So it really all boils down to this one simple but absolutely critical question you have to ask inside your organization. When someone on your team uses an AI tool, do you really know where that data is going? Answering that question is the first and honestly the most important step toward protecting your business. And in our next explainer, we're going to start building the framework to make sure you always have the answer. Thanks for joining me.